What were Castros in ancient Celtic Iberia? Imagine walking through a landscape dotted with ancient stone walls and circular houses perched on hilltops. These are the remnants of what the Romans called Castros, but to the people who built them, they were much more than just settlements. Castros were fortified villages that served as the heart of Celtic communities in northwest Iberia, an area that today covers parts of Portugal and Spain. They date back to roughly the 9th century before Christ and lasted until the Roman Empire took control in the 1st century before Christ. These settlements were built on high ground like hilltops or rocky promontories. This strategic choice helped defend against invaders and gave the inhabitants a clear view of the surrounding land. The walls around Castros were made of large stones, often forming a circular or oval shape. Inside, there were clusters of round or oval houses built from stone and wood. Some Castros were small villages, while others grew into larger centers called cividades or citanias, which looked more like early towns with organized streets and public spaces. The people living in these Castros were part of the Celtic tribes known as the Galicians and Astures. They were skilled in working with metals like copper, tin, silver, and gold. This metalwork helped them create tools, jewelry, and weapons, which made their settlements wealthy and important. Castros were not just places to live, they were social and economic hubs. People traded goods, shared resources, and even built special structures like stone baths or saunas. These baths had both physical and spiritual uses, helping people cleanse themselves and participate in rituals. Archaeologists have found evidence that these communities had complex social structures and organized ways of life. The design of Castros shows how ancient Celtic Iberians adapted to their rugged environment. They built defenses, controlled valuable resources, and created vibrant communities that balanced safety, economy, and social life. So, in simple terms, Castros were the fortified homes of Celtic tribes in northwest Iberia, serving as centers for living, trading, and community life during the late Bronze Age and Iron Age. They tell us a lot about how these ancient people thrived in a tough landscape, creating settlements that protected them and helped them flourish long before the Romans arrived.